If someone had sat me down in my 20s and told me what I'm about to tell you, I swear I would have saved myself years of confusion. Maybe life is supposed to teach us through chaos, but honestly, these lessons would have changed everything. Now that I'm in my 30s, let me give you the clarity I wish I had back then. Because navigating love and relationships in your younger years can feel like walking through a dense fog, full of uncertainty and unexpected turns. We often carry so many misconceptions into our dating lives. Ideas about men and relationships that are shaped by movies, social media, and even well-meaning but misguided advice from friends. Today, I'm sharing the raw, unfiltered truth about 10 things I truly wish I had known about men in my 20s. These aren't just theories. They're hard-won insights that will save you so much heartache and help you build truly fulfilling connections. Let's start with a big one, a myth that many of us, especially women, are conditioned to believe. The idea that giving more of yourself will make him value you more. We grow up believing effort equals appreciation. Study harder, get better grades, work more, get promoted. This logic works in so many areas of life, right? It makes sense that it would apply to relationships too. But with men, especially in the early stages of dating or even in established relationships, that logic often completely breaks. It's a harsh truth, but it's one that countless women learn the hard way. When you overgive, cooking elaborate meals, constantly checking on him, fixing his day before you even fix your own, many men don't interpret that as you being valuable or deeply caring. They often interpret it very differently. They think they must be incredibly valuable to receive all that effort. They interpret your generosity as proof that they deserve it, not that you are worth cherishing. It's a twisted psychological dynamic, but it's profoundly real. You end up pouring your heart and soul into someone only to feel drained and unappreciated. You wonder why your immense effort isn't translating into the love and respect you crave. And it's because the premise was flawed from the start. This leads us directly to the second crucial insight. When you value yourself truly and deeply, that's when he values you. It's an undeniable truth in the world of male psychology. Men, generally speaking, measure worth through the time, energy, and effort they invest in something. Think about it. A man will often protect an old car like it's a treasure, not because it's inherently valuable, but because he worked on it, poured his time into fixing it. When you pour everything into him and nothing into yourself, he subconsciously counts your worth as low. He sees you as readily available, requiring little effort on his part, and thus less valuable in his subconscious framework. Even if he once adored you, if you consistently prioritize his needs, his schedule, his desires above your own, you inadvertently diminish your perceived value in his eyes. It's not malicious. It's just how the human psyche often works. But the moment you choose your degree, your career goals, your personal appointments, your boundaries, that's when the dynamic shifts. Suddenly, you become someone he has to rise to meet, not someone he can easily drain. You become a challenge, a woman with a rich, full life that he wants to be a part of, not the entire focus of. He sees your ambition, your self-respect, and that sparks a different kind of admiration. And honestly, even if he's not part of your future, you'll still walk away as a better, stronger, more self-assured version of yourself. This isn't about manipulation, it's about genuine self-respect. Moving on to our third revelation, men don't want chaos. Despite what many romantic comedies might tell you, they don't want an exhausting, fiery tornado they have to tame. Yes, they like a woman with opinions and personality. Absolutely. A strong woman is attractive, but at their core, men want to feel like the man they want to be when they're with you. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to feel safe, strong, capable, and admired. When you bring drama, instability, or constant emotional roller coasters, you're not making him feel like his best self. You're making him feel anxious or inadequate. Being interesting doesn't mean being volatile. Confidence and calmness are far more powerful and attractive than acting dramatic and spicy just to seem hard to get or keep things exciting. A man who is genuinely interested in a long-term connection wants a partner who brings peace and positivity into his life. Someone who elevates him, not someone who constantly tests his patience. So, focus on being a source of calm and joy, a woman who makes him feel like he can conquer the world, not someone he has to constantly manage. This is where true attraction deepens. Our fourth lesson builds on the previous one. It's not about playing hard to get, it's about having a life that makes you naturally hard to get. There's a subtle but significant difference here. When your schedule is genuinely full and meaningful, filled with your passions, your friends, your career, your self-care, you become rare by default. You're not intentionally withholding, you're simply busy living a full life. This scarcity, born from genuine engagement with your own life, is incredibly attractive. It signals that you are a person of substance, with interests and priorities beyond just a romantic relationship. But here's the key. When you are together, you're warm, fun, and easy to be with. Men fall hard for women who bring lightness, joy, and positive energy into their lives, not women who punish them with resentment or passive aggression. If he keeps calling last minute, instead of playing games or giving him the silent treatment, tell him clearly and kindly, "I appreciate you thinking of me, but I already have plans. Next time, please let me know earlier so I can make it work." You don't have to be difficult to be respected. In fact, clear, polite communication of your boundaries and expectations is far more effective and attractive than any game playing. It shows maturity and self-respect. And now for our fifth game-changing insight, confidence is magnetic because it signals that your product has value. This might sound a bit transactional, but hear me out. So many women act like wanting commitment is shameful, like they're asking someone to love a pile of trash at the bottom of a dumpster. We apologize for our desires. We shrink ourselves. Stop. Luxury items don't apologize for existing. They don't beg to be chosen. They don't shrink when someone walks in the room. They simply are. Their value is inherent, and they radiate that. Confidence is knowing that you bring something meaningful to the table. Your brilliant mind, your vibrant energy, your unwavering loyalty, your unique presence. It's recognizing your own inherent worth without needing external validation. The moment you genuinely recognize that value within yourself, men see it too. It's not about arrogance, it's about self-assurance. It's about carrying yourself with the quiet, knowing that you are a catch. This confidence creates an aura that draws people in. It makes men curious, makes them want to invest, because they sense that you are someone truly special, someone worth pursuing. Now let's talk about something often misunderstood. How men communicate. This is our sixth crucial lesson. Men communicate differently, often through actions, not just words. As women, we're often wired for verbal expression, for talking through our feelings and experiences. We expect our partners to articulate their emotions and thoughts in the same way. But many men, culturally and often inherently, communicate through practical solutions, acts of service, or simply by being there. They show love by fixing your car, by taking out the trash, by listening quietly while you vent. Learning to read these nonverbal cues is absolutely essential. Don't dismiss his quiet support or his practical help as a lack of emotion. Often that's his deepest expression of care. Understanding his love language might not be yours, and that's okay. The key is to recognize and appreciate its way of showing up, rather than constantly expecting him to conform to your communication style. Focus on the consistency of his actions, not just the eloquence of his words. Does he show up when he says he will? Does he follow through on promises? These are the real indicators of his investment and respect. This brings us to our seventh crucial point. Don't chase potential, date reality. Oh, how many of us have fallen into this trap in our 20s. We see glimmers of who a man could be, his intelligence, his kindness, his ambition, and we hold on to that potential, ignoring the glaring red flags in his current behavior or commitment level. You can't change him. He has to want to change himself. Your love, your patience, your effort won't magically transform him into the man you envision. That's a burden no one should carry. Date the man in front of you, not the fantasy of who he might become. Look at his present actions, his current commitment, his existing character. Is that enough for you right now? Saving yourself heartache means accepting people for who they are today, not who you hope they'll be tomorrow. If you're constantly making excuses for his behavior, that's a sign. This leads directly into our eighth lesson. Healthy boundaries are crucial for respect. Many of us fear that setting boundaries will push a man away, that we'll be seen as difficult or demanding. But boundaries aren't about rejection, they're about self-respect. They teach others how to treat you, They communicate your worth and what you are and aren't willing to tolerate. Examples: protecting your time, safeguarding your emotional energy, clearly stating your needs. These aren't just for him, they're for you. They protect your peace and your well-being. A man who truly respects you will respect your boundaries. In fact, they often find it incredibly attractive because it signals that you value yourself, which in turn makes him value you more. The power of no is immense. It defines who you are and what you stand for. Don't be afraid to use it kindly but firmly. It's not about being difficult, it's about being discerning. Our ninth lesson is a profound one. The right person won't make you question your worth. If you're constantly seeking validation, constantly wondering if you're enough, that's a massive red flag. A healthy, loving relationship should make you feel secure, affirmed, and seen for who you truly are. It should be a source of peace, not perpetual anxiety. If you find yourself constantly second-guessing his feelings, his commitment, or your own value in the relationship, it's a clear sign that something isn't right. Trust your gut feeling. True love supports your growth, celebrates your individuality, and doesn't diminish you. It makes you feel like the best version of yourself effortlessly. And finally, our 10th and last insight. True partnership is built on mutual admiration and a shared vision. Beyond initial attraction, look for someone who genuinely admires your strengths, someone who sees your ambition as inspiring, your kindness as a gift, and your quirks as endearing. This isn't just about tolerating each other. It's about celebrating each other. A shared vision means you're both moving in the same direction, even if your individual paths are different. You support each other's dreams and build a future together, not just parallel lives. It's about being a team, a true partnership where you both feel valued, seen, and empowered to be your authentic selves. That's the beauty of a truly aligned relationship. These 10 lessons are hard-won, but they are absolutely invaluable. If you can integrate even a few of these truths into your dating life in your 20s, you will save yourself years of confusion and heartbreak. Remember, you have the power to shape your dating experiences. It starts with knowing your worth, understanding the dynamics, and choosing to show up as your most confident, authentic self. Don't wait until your 30s to gain this clarity. Start applying these insights today and watch how your relationships transform, how you attract the kind of love you truly deserve. What's one thing you wish you knew about men in your 20s? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's create a community of empowered women learning and growing together. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more insights into love and relationships, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep valuing yourself, keep growing, and keep shining your incredible light.